So the trailer for the 2020 Black Widow MCU movie, the first movie in Phase 4, according to what they have planned. The trailer came out a few hours ago. I wanted to give a quick little opinion piece, I guess, on the trailer. I used to do breakdowns, and once in a while I do trailer breakdowns, but every time I do one for Marvel, they always end up giving me a copyright claim, and I'd rather not deal with that in this video. So the trailer is out for Black Widow, and it's a teaser, and it's basically, like I said, the first Phase 4 MCU film. Now, to clarify, and some people don't know this yet, but most of you guys do, but I want to clarify for everybody who might not know, the Black Widow movie is about Natasha Romanoff, and it takes place after Civil War, but before Infinity War. So it pretty much tells the story of what happened to her during that time period, during the break between Civil War and Infinity War, before she, of course, met her fate in Endgame. And the trailer really gave me some interesting vibes. It gave me like a Captain America Winter Soldier vibe. It really did, because the movie comes off like a real kind of spy espionage film, and that's what we had all kind of thought it was going to be. But there are some things in the trailer that really don't match up to it being that. But most of it is. It seems like it's her own little side quest, what she did during that time. But one thing that kept creeping in my head, right, before I go any further with the details on that is, what is the point of this movie? What is Kevin Feige trying to accomplish here? People already have an emotional attachment to Black Widow. They already know the character. She already met her fate in Endgame. She's probably not coming back. What is the point? Could this movie be done as a launch pad for new characters to introduce other characters that might be more important in Phase 4, including the Thunderbolts? And, obviously you have people like the other Black Widows in the film. You've got Iron Maiden as well. Like, all these new characters coming in, and are they gonna just die off in this film, or are they gonna be major parts of MCU Phase 4? I don't know if Black Widow's story is interesting enough to tell, but obviously the script had to have been good in order for Kevin Feige to approve it being made. And we do know also that Thunderbolt Ross will be in the movie, whether it be a cameo or whatever, but they will be, as well as Iron Man. Robert Downey will be in this film, so we can all see him play Tony Stark one more time, even though I don't think he's done playing Tony Stark forever. I really, really don't. I think we're going to see more Tony in the future. Now, back to the trailer. So, it looks like a spy movie. Again, I'm wondering what the purpose of it is. Then we have, the introduction of the Red Guardian, which is played by David Harbour. And basically, for those people who don't know, the Red Guardian is the Russian version of Captain America. What happened was, at one time, the Russians tried to get the super soldier serum, and they created this hero named the Red Guardian. But in this trailer, the joke, and it's actually explicitly said to the audience, is, "Oh, you're fat." Because they're doing, so this kind of bugs me. They're kind of doing the same thing they did with Thor, where Thor has a gut and he gained all that weight, with the Red Guardian. Because if you've ever read about or seen photos of the Red Guardian is not a fat guy. He's a big guy, not a fat guy. And so the whole idea here is that the Red Guardian is coming in out of shape, because he hasn't really been the Red Guardian for a long, in a while. Now, again, normally that kind of plot thread can work in this movie, but there's a couple things that bug me. Number one, we just saw them do that with Thor. Literally, we just saw it less than a year ago with Thor. And it works for Thor because, number one, Chris Hemsworth is very funny. And I'm not saying this guy's not, but Chris Hemsworth is great. And two, Thor, even if he gains weight, is still the God of Thunder, or the Lord of Thunder, as Jeff Goldblum told us. Which, by the way, that Jeff Goldblum show on Disney Plus is really freaking funny, especially if you're into his kind of humor. I love that show. So, anyways, I'm thinking about Jeff Goldblum now. So, we already just saw that with Thor. So, for them to recycle that in the very next movie, or not the very next, but 2 movies after, is just way too soon. That's number one. And number two, it kind of changes the tone, because the movie came off like a real serious spy movie. And the thing is, the MCU's already given us these sort of comedic fun films. Like Spider-Man was a lot of fun, Homecoming, and Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man. That's kind of the more comedic, sort of lighthearted side of the MCU. This movie, Black Widow, I was hoping was going to be a very serious, spy movie with like some twists and turns, and she has to use her devices. Because remember, Black Widow has no superpowers. She's like Batman. She's just a human being who knows martial arts, and that's going to make the movie more interesting. But I really wanted it to be a way more serious film, and putting him in there for comic relief. Again, you know how I am. I'm going to wait to see how it plays out in the movie. But the whole I'm a fat, out of shape superhero has just been done. Like, why would they do it again? But who knows? I'm not going to complain about it too much. Just something that's really weird. I do like Florence Pugh. I guess I say her name, Pugh, as Yelena, the other Black Widow, the sister figure. I mean, they're not actually sisters, to Natasha. She was really great. I think she was really great earlier this year. She put out that movie Midsummer, which I saw it, and it's a hard movie to watch, but her performance was great. So seeing her here get a real good payday under the Disney umbrella is a good thing. And it looks like Natasha will be doing some crazy, crazy stuff in between Civil War and Infinity War. But again, I just beg to wonder, because the trailer looked good. Especially the logo, how it came out, that was really awesome. It was very much James Bond inspired, and I loved it. But again, I just wonder, what is the purpose? There has to be a reason on how this movie will build up to the next one. And don't tell me, oh, it's to tell her story because she's a beloved character. Yeah, obviously that's the case, but there has to be more of a reason, because this movie would have worked out so much better if it had come out before Endgame. Then we could see her story. But maybe there's a reason as to why it doesn't come out before Endgame. We have to see it to find out. So I'm going to go see it because I go see every MCU movie. I mean, they kind of got me by the balls on that one, but looks good. And no, nothing was woke about this trailer. I don't see anything woke about it, and I don't think the movie will be, but people will find a reason to complain, I'm sure. Anyways, what did you think? Let me know in the comments. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.